Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshak here, and we're going to be taking a look at that sweet Elemental Overload Shaman deck, a deck that we've played a little bit before in the past. We didn't actually come up with a super refined list. This is the list I've been playing most recently, and we hovered around a 65 to 72% win rate, which is incredibly powerful. I think it's because most people, when they see Shaman, they think Galakrond, so they don't mulligan as defensively, but this deck is very, very aggressive. For those of you who enjoy Face Hunter, for those of you who enjoy the new Tempo Dragon Hunter, or any other sort of aggressive style deck, this is a really good pick for you. Also, right off the bat, don't be scared if you don't have Electro Storm Surge or Vanessa. They're cool, they're good cards in the deck, and if you have them, awesome, but if you don't, you can replace them with cards like Flame Tongue Totem, which is a very budget option. We haven't really seen much play off of this since it went to 3 mana, which it was kind of too broken at 2 mana. At 3 mana, it's not as good, obviously, but it's still a decent replacement. Also, if you want to spice things up and play something a little bit even more different, Squall Hunter is a fantastic card as well. So like I said, if you don't have the 2 legendaries in the deck, the way to make it budget is just put in a Squall Hunter or a Flame Tongue Totem, you're good to go. For those of you unfamiliar with how we do our deck guides, we go over each and every card in the deck. I'm going to discuss the synergies and what does that card do. Since we have, again, played this deck in the past, which I'll post those videos in the description, I won't go into as detail because we've done that before, but I'll do our brief overview. So Zap, every Overload card in the deck is going to synergize with our Unbound Elemental card, which whenever you play an Overload, it gets +1/+1, which is really nice. But the cream of the crop, the best card in the deck by far that synergizes with the Overload is the Thunderhead. This is what makes your basically turn 3/turn 4 plays absolutely insane. A card that we keep in the mulligan every time. After you play a card with Overload, you summon 2/1/1 Sparks with the Rush, and you'll see exactly why this guy is good. We have some crazy ass turn 4s. Also, another card that synergizes with Overload, but it's not, like I said, necessarily a super staple, is Vanessa, which basically gives all our minions +2 attack, and Maximus, which if you have overloaded mana crystals, he does 5 damage. So it's a 5 mana 5/5 elemental that does 5, which is incredibly powerful as well. So that is why there's a whole bunch of basically cheap Overload cards in the deck. Zap kills minions, Lightning Bolt can kill minions or go face, Sludge Slurper adds Lackey to our hand, which is another minion which can get buffed by cards like the Storm's Wrath, which again overloads to spell, it gives +1/+1. Surging Tempest, if we have an overloaded mana crystal, we have +1 attack, and it's a 1 mana 1/3, which is insane. Volcanic Burst, again, overload summons dudes get buffed with cards like Storm's Wrath and finishes off players with Bloodlust, because for every minion we have on the board, it gets +3 attack. Lickum, which is incredibly crazy, has +2 attack while we have overloaded mana crystals, so it's a 2 mana deal 9 damage, or it clears off minions, which is really good. Because this deck summons a ton of really small stuff that's decently, hard to deal with, we give Soul the Murloc in the deck, which gives all of our small minions +1/+1. So if they end up clearing our board of anywhere between like 3 to 5 minions, we're going to be able to summon Murlocs in their place, and then follow up with a Bloodlust or a Vanessa the following turn. Storm Surge. So combos we can do with Storm Surge is Storm Surge, Lava Burst, Storm's Wrath. Bloodlust is a fantastic one at 8 mana. Again, she can be used, she's not necessarily used for one particular spell. She's mainly used for just whatever we need in the situation, whether it's lining up lethal or pumping Big Daddy damage or Soul the Murloc, whatever the case may be. Also, Electro Storm Surge with an Overload with Thunderhead does not work. I don't know if they've changed that recently, but I know in the past when I did that combo, it did not give me the double Overload to create 2 more 1/1s. I don't, like I said, I didn't do it in this video, so I don't know if they changed anything, but I think it should. You're still overloaded twice as many times, but it didn't summon the Sparks for Thunderhead. So you could test it out yourself and leave a comment to see if they changed that or not. But they still, when I had played the deck, like I said, that was a very sad interaction I had noticed. I was like, I overloaded twice, but I only got 1 set of 1/1s, and yeah, big sad. Lava Burst, 3 mana, deal 5 damage. It's just basically another form of Eska Fireball. You overload 2, which is normally not as good, but we like because it synergizes well with the deck. So this deck has 0 draw capabilities besides Spirit of the Frog. So again, another keep in the mulligan. Whenever we cast a spell, we draw a spell that costs 1 more. So I've stagnated the spells particularly in this order. So when we play something, we're going to get something of the following set. So when we play Zaps, we draw Lightning Bolts and Storm's Wrath, Volcanic Burst. When we play any of the 1-drops, we're going to always get Soul the Murloc because it's really, really good. And then when we play Soul the Murloc, we're always going to get Lava Burst because Lava Burst is burst damage. And if we're Soul the Murlocking, that means we're we have the board, and we're going to want to push damage. And what does damage? Lava Burst. So if you want to add more spells to the deck, just keep in mind that it's going to mess with Spirit of the Frog and what you're going to get from that. And right now I have it set that we know basically what we're going to get when we use those, and it synergizes really well with the cards that are going to be on the board when we do play Spirit of the Frog and play those spells. I already went under Unbound and Thunderhead, Vanessa, Bloodlust, and Cumio. So with that, that is the deck list wrapped up. If you enjoyed the deck, like what you see, and it treats you well, throw a like or a comment in the section below. Let me know how you did with it. I really appreciate those. It helps the video out a ton, and I'm actually quite interested to see what you guys have to say about this deck, because Shaman is a very unrepresented class on ladder. So if you do give this deck a spin, I kind of want to know how you guys do with it. So with that, let's head into the games, guys, or fast games, and enjoy. Cooldown 1 minute. Here's the most recent info about which drops for free Hearthstone packs. Alright, test it out. Cumulative. You don't need to watch for 3 hours straight. Look at that. You guys got to see behind the scenes into the mainframe. Can you believe that, chat? I let you have a sneak peek into the mainframe, where I updated the stream settings, the ability to communicate with our viewers live. Can you believe it, chat? This is 2020. Kangaroo Court. To Kangaroo Court. That song's good. Oh, licky licky. I actually don't know if I'm supposed to lightning bolt this guy or not. It just seems like it would be like such a bad play. Like, I want to save all spells with Spirit of the Frog, Unbound, or Thunderhead. Alright, best draw is Thunderhead. Hogs. I'll try to hold the board a little bit here. Lucky Owl. This guy used to be on my friends list, I swear. We just have all of the damage spells. Lava Burst, Double Lightning Bolt, Zap, Bloodlust, Storm Surge. Like, so much just like damage. Like, we have 9 damage with 3 cards. Actually, we have 12 damage. Another Lava Burst. Jesus, bruh. The fuck? Spell Power Totem? Alright, well. Game is saying go. Like, what else am I supposed to do? We technically have lethal. With Lava Burst, Weapon, with Storm Surge. So, this will be a very interesting game. The deck gives me no minions to win, but it gives me just a million Lava Bursts. Next turn I'll have... Oh my god, so next turn, if this overloads me 2, I'll have 6 coin, that's 7. So I actually have enough. So just Lava Burst, and the next turn I coin Storm Surge Lava Burst. Holy shit. If I win like this, this is some next level, like, fucking face shaman shit. Seriously, this is some like next level fucking face shaman shit right here. Bruh. Bruh. It even gave him a defender from the cat. Holy shit. Bruh. That's some next level smart, dude. Who needs minions when you can just go face for all of your damage? Coin first. You're exactly right.
Lightning can strike twice.
Dude. We never attacked face with a single minion. We never played a minion and attacked face. All damage done this entire match was done through a weapon and 4 spells. Well, actually 5 if you count the recast. I mean, look what was drawn. We didn't draw a single minion besides Surging Tempest, and we didn't. He died immediately. He was dead on arrival. Bro, holy shit, that match. And you gotta get used to like looking over at the screen. So I like find myself when I'm editing to like just look over at Twitch chat. So, it's kind of funny. I'll be like editing, and then like after a couple seconds of editing, I'll look to the right to see if anybody said anything. I'm like, Rob, you're not fucking streaming, you're editing. I'm like, all right. Looks back over at editing. Looks back over at stream.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Damn, boy. It's fine. All right, so I'm thinking a coin thunderhead zap zap is gonna be in our future. The only thing that would make this better would be if to have drawn a licky licky. But it's alright. If we beat this guy, we actually get quite a few points. He might, how far is this guy? This guy's like 1,000 points below us. So why would you corrosive breath that? That's actually terrible. You don't need to play a card every turn, my dude. Wow. Bruh. Frog is so hard not to play here. I think it's actually impossible for me not to play Frog. I don't know, man, but coin zap is looking real juicy. All right, I'm greedy. If I zap this now, what do I get out of the deal? I still can coin this guy and I take 2 less damage. Then I have 1 less card to zap next turn if he plays the Drake. Yeah. So if he plays the Drake, Feywing, I need cards to zap. So I actually don't want to zap this now because I need to get cards off this to trade into the Feywing. Perfect. Absolutely fucking perfect. All right, it's all about patience, and we're about to cash in, boys. It's all about cash in. Oh my god. All right, we're cashing in, boys. I am cashing in. Oh my god, yes. Let me cash in. Let me cash in. It's all about that cash. All right, good turn 4, chat. Turn 4, if you've got the Froggo with the Thunderhead, this is basically your turn 4. It's really fun. And then next turn we go solo the Murloc, and then he never wins. I guess he could go Unleash. But yeah, this deck has done this for like ever. This is nothing. This is not new technology with this deck. This is like old technology. I want to play Vanessa next turn, which means I can overload twice. So I do this, 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 this. Wait, did I just have lethal with Lava Burst? No. 2, 5, 6. Yeah, we play her. I mean, we kill her regardless of being able to play Vanessa, but whatever. Is that not lethal? I don't think so. Because the guys who we bring back have rush, not charge. And then also we have to remember that we even lightning bolted face. So I'd have, like, I think if I would have used the card that buffs everything, I think it was 2 off, right? Because if we give the 2 1/1s extra +1/+1 and he was at 10, we would have pushed 2 more damage. So we'd have been at 8, and then we would have lava burst, which put him at 3.
Troll versus Rexa. Let the hunt.
This guy isn't even worth any points, bro. He's only at 29. What am I gonna do with a guy at 29 points? Give me these people at like 2,000. I need their points. I would like to accumulate your points. Thank you. I need your star points so I can save my grandma from Pegasus, or grandpa from Pegasus. Save Seto Kaiba's brother, Mokuba. What up, Omar? Serious question, chat. I need your input. Should I play a phone app game? I need a way to waste my time. Because when I am not playing Hearthstone, and I am not playing WoW, or Legends of Runeterra, or editing, or making thumbnails, or laying in bed watching Netflix, I need something to do. So I downloaded MapleStory again. Alright. That shit is way too complicated. They made that game intense. There are so many like events and things and bonuses and just shit that's popping up on my screen. I legit cannot handle what it is throwing down. I cannot handle it. So, MapleStory is out of the picture. I downloaded what is it called? Black Desert. I really liked Black Desert on computer. I don't even understand why that game isn't bigger. That game has more depth than any other MMO I've ever played. You could literally get max level becoming a fucking fisherman in the MMO game. Like, that is so cool. You could literally max your character out being a fisherman or a farmer, or if you want to be a fucking merchant, or you want to go out there and battle, that's cool too. But literally, you can do anything in the game. Anything you want to do, you can become max level doing it. So I downloaded that on the phone, but there's too much shit in that game too. Like there's just a plethora of shit. All right, so I play this card first, right? Oh yeah, baby. This is gonna give me Soul of the Murlocs. So I could play this card and play Soul of the Murlocs, which is chill, or I could just play this card, this card, this card, this card, and go face with these cards. I'll play Soul of the Murloc next turn. He's not gonna have Unleash. And then Chavo, he plays AFK Legends or something like that, and he said that's a super fun game. So I used to play Summoner's War, but I grinded that game for like 6 months, right? And then like you have to pay money for some shit, right? Which sucks, but that's most games. They gotta make money somehow, so it's understandable. So don't you dare kill my frog. All right, that's my boy. All right, how do I want to do this? If I do this, it draws a lava burst. If I lava burst this, I don't get to play Soul of the Murlocs. If I play Soul of the Murlocs, I could trade here. Well, actually, I'm going to do this first. Then I'm going to get a damage lackey. A rush lackey. Does this change anything? It does. So I can do this. Onto here. Do this. Draw the thing. Hit this. Trade here. Get a Murloc. Go face with the rest. Win next turn. What was I saying? Oh, I played Summoner's War, and then so I was collecting these legend things, right? These like legend scrolls, legendary scrolls. I farmed, boys. Farmed for these legend scrolls, which is the best scroll you could get. It's gonna generate me a really good guy, like a really solid, like people pay like $50 to get a legend scroll. I open up my legend scroll and it gives me like the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. It was like they basically took a shit. And they like didn't even bother putting sprinkles on the piece of shit. They just left it as the steamy pile of dog do it was. And expected me to be okay with this fucking garbage. So I quit instantaneously. Like, I literally, as soon as I opened the champion and it said this is the champion, I looked at his stats and I fucking signed out of the game and never returned. I was done. I was out of there. Saranara, never to be opened again. So that was 6 months of like fucking grind gone out of my life. I worked so hard. Yeah, like, at least, like, give me, like, I demand sprinkles on this piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's a piece of shit, but if you had sprinkles, like, at least it could be used maybe sometimes. Like, fuck, bro. You're not gonna put at least sprinkles on this piece of shit. Bro, this deck is, like, shitting on people. Look at this. 71% win rate. 100% against Hunter. Have we even lost against a Hunter? Hunter win. Hunter. Look at this. We are farming the Hunters. Do we?